We live in this super digital, super connected world, right? So, how do you actually prove what you know? Well, for educators, this question is changing literally everything. Today, we're going to dive into a massive shift in how teacher qualifications work and what it really means for the future of your career.
No, really, just think about that for a second. You've spent years studying, you've put in all that hard work, all those late nights, but then a school on the other side of the planet asks for proof. How do you give it to them, like right now, in a way they can instantly and completely trust?
For a long, long time, the answer was, well, a giant stack of paper. You'd have your physical diploma, your official transcripts, maybe a notarized letter, this whole clunky folder of documents that had to be mailed, copied, and then checked by hand. It was slow, it was inefficient, and honestly, it was a total headache.
And this gets us right into what I like to call the old paper problem. And believe me, it's way more than just an inconvenience. It creates some very real roadblocks for teachers.
I mean, especially for teachers looking for those amazing international jobs, this paper-based system is an absolute minefield. You've got these long delays just waiting for someone to verify your degree. You're not even sure if your qualifications will be accepted. And there's always this nagging risk of fake documents making everyone suspicious. But what if there was a better way? Well, thankfully there is. And this is where we get to pivot from the problem to a really powerful modern solution, the digital credential. Okay, so let's break down the key term here. Verifiable credentials. Just think of them as a digital passport for your qualifications. The most important words to remember here are secure, tamper-proof, and, this is the real game changer, instantly verifiable. No more waiting around for weeks for a letter to show up in the mail. This slide just lays it all out so perfectly. Look, on one side, you have the old way, slow, manual, and yeah, pretty vulnerable to fraud. But on the other side, with verifiable credentials, everything gets flipped on its head. Verification is instant, security is rock solid, and the whole thing is globally portable. So yeah, this is some cool technology. But what does it actually mean for you, the educator, in your day-to-day life? Let's break down the actual practical benefits for your career. It really all boils down to three huge advantages. First, it just builds trust. Your credentials are seen as legitimate right away. Second, it's a huge boost for global mobility, making it so much easier to apply for that dream job overseas. And third, it lets you build this amazing, dynamic, and verifiable profile of everything you accomplish throughout your career. And, this isn't just some theory. This technology is directly solving a major headache for teachers. It takes this huge, complicated challenge that's plagued anyone trying to work internationally and just simplifies it. It really does open up a whole world of new possibilities. And check this out. This chart shows the impact on efficiency perfectly. Just look at that jump. We're not talking about a small little improvement here. We are going from a system that is painfully slow to one that is nearly instantaneous. That saves a ton of time for both the teacher and the school trying to hire them. Okay, so we've seen the benefit for you as an individual. Now let's kind of zoom out and see how this all fits into the bigger picture of global education. See, verifiable credentials aren't just happening in a vacuum. They're a really key part of a much larger digital transformation going on everywhere. They help support international teaching standards, they make the system more accountable, and they ensure that quality education is the standard, no matter where you are in the world. So here's the bottom line. What this is really all about is building a global language of trust. It's creating a seamless, reliable system where a school in one country can instantly trust the qualifications of a teacher from another. That trust, that's the foundation for a truly connected global education system. So let's bring all of this back home. Back to you. How does this technology actually help build a stronger foundation for your future career? Well, let's look at the direct impact. When it comes to employability, you get hired faster because the proof is instant and credible. For international jobs, your applications get way simpler and more standardized. And for your long-term career growth, you're building a verifiable portfolio that showcases your entire professional journey. Ultimately, it's about being ready for what's next. Education is changing at lightning speed, and educators who embrace these kinds of digital tools are just in a much, much better position to navigate that changing world and grab new opportunities. It's really about future-proofing your career. So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. In a world that demands trust, speed, and digital fluency, is your professional portfolio built for the future? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.